Hey, kiddos, it's Pastor Vern for your time on October 18th. And you know what? We're going to stray away a little bit from what the adults are doing with church. And because we had a chance to get out some F&J bags this week, I hope you got one. If you didn't, let us know if you'd like one. And if then there might be some that not are out yet. So don't get too excited. They may show up yet. But one of the things we learn in Friends of Jesus is that God is a creator. He likes to make stuff. And have you ever wondered where everything came from on the earth? Where all the animals come from, where all the people come from, where all the plants come from, and so on? Well, that's a good question. It really is. Just look at people, for example. God created us in his image. That's what he says in the scriptures. But we don't all look alike, do we? Some of us have straight hair, some have curly hair, some have light colored skin, some have dark colored skin. Some of us have blue eyes, some have brown eyes, some have green eyes, and there's some combinations in between, I guess. We don't look alike, but we're all made in God's image. And so that's important to know because we're all part of God's creation, part of his creatures. Well, he did more than that. He made the plants and he made the water, he made the land, he did all that kind of stuff. And that right at the beginning of the Bible, it's called the book of Genesis, and it tells about it. Well, one of the things he did that I bet he had a lot of fun with was he made all the animals. Now, I know we kind of know the common animals that are around us, like dogs and cats and cattle and what else? Raccoons and skunks and pigs and horses and sheep and all those kind of animals. And there's a lot of wild animals like deer and antelope and water buffaloes and hippopotamuses and rhinoceroses. And so we got a lot of those too. And so, this week I was thinking about that because I really like animals. I like the different kinds of animals. We have, where we live in town, in St. Ed, we have lots of bunnies and lots of squirrels that come in our yard. Cindy, my wife, she likes to have a bird feeder, and so we have lots of different kind of birds that come into our yard. Everything from these little tiny ones, and in fact, we even had a couple hummingbirds this year we've seen. And they're just little guys. And we get some birds that are pretty good size, like cardinals and doves and blue jays. And so we get to see a lot of different ones. So I was thinking about that, and I says, if I could create an animal, what would it look like? So I'm going to give you that challenge this week to create an animal. Now, I don't care. You can use whatever you can draw him. You can use paper and cut him out. What I'm going to use is good old Play-Doh. My Play-Doh here is kind of a bright orange. Just happens to be the color that I had in my box of stuff for Friends of Jesus. And so I've decided I've got to make some kind of creature, right? Now, God made lots of different designs. Some have long necks, some have short necks, some have, there's the fish of the sea, there is the birds in the air, there's all kinds of animals that cruise around. And so I was going to try to think of something kind of unique. So I got my Play-Doh here, and I decided that I was going to make my own animal. So, and you can do this however you want. And if you get one made, if you draw it, if you color it, if you make it a Play-Doh or something, if you get somebody to take a picture of it and send it to me, that'd be great. So I kind of decided I'm going to split my Play-Doh in half, and I'm going to make kind of a different kind of animal. So I kind of stretch this out like this. See, I'm getting my kind of body made. He's going to be a little thin, but he's going to be like that. And then I'm going to press up like this and kind of stretch it around and so on. And I'm going to make a head for my animal. And do a little bit of that. So we kind of got the head there sticking out. And then I thought, well, is my animal going to be like a snake that wiggles on the ground? Or is it going to hop? Or how's it going to get around? Well, I decided it should have legs. So I kind of laid him down, and I got some more of my Play-Doh, and I made some legs. There's front legs, and here's some back legs. Okay, and I'm going to make kind of feet on him like this. So far, here's what I got. Okay, so that's my animal so far. Well, I don't know. If I was God and I get to make all kinds of animals, or if I get to kind of help him figure it out, I should have something that's very unique about this animal. So I decided I am going to put a horn on my animal that comes out of their head, kind of like a unicorn. Some of you know about unicorns, don't you? So I got my unicorn type horn up here, like that. Okay, now he's kind of coming together now, isn't he? Well, an animal like this probably needs a tail. So now I'm going to build a little tail to put on here. Tails are hard work. I don't know if God thought of that when he was building animals, if he thought about tails being hard work. Okay, so now I got my animal here. What do you think? Can you do better? I bet you can. I bet you can. Remember, God created all the creatures, and he made all kinds of different designs. So let's see what you can do. God created you. He gave you your brain, your mind. You'll be able to think. So why don't you think about what kind of animal you would have created if it was your job to do that. And then here comes the cool part. All right, is because of later on in the scriptures it says that Adam, the first man that God created, got to name all the animals. So once you get your animal created, you have to come up for a name. You have to come up with a name for your animal, right? So you'll have to think about that. And if you get them made, get a picture taken, send it to me. Put your name with it too. Oh, what's the name of this animal? It's the rhinohorsecowabplis. Yep, rhinohorsecowabplis. It's a combination of lots of different animals that I put together. Rhinohorsecowabplis. All right. So someday ask me if I've ever seen a rhinohorsecowabplis. All right. You guys be safe. Take good care of yourselves and your families, and we'll see you another time. All right. Blessings to all of you. Bye.